Good morning, and welcome to another bombastic version of Diatribes from the Voice of Doom. Now here's your boisterous and bona fide host, Voice of Doom. Few extra explosions in there today for obvious reasons. Now, I figured I'd do an early morning diatribe on Sunday to get my 2 cents in about what's happening and a few ad-lib commentary. Pretty much unplanned, just random thoughts, but today is March the 1st, and it is the first Sunday of the month, which means it is the day of our monthly meeting to pray for peace in our Buddhist organization. And it's a long-standing tradition, and that's the way it's been. We've always been for worldwide peace and harmony, and we pray for it. Okay, now, what's happening in Iran and the environs is obviously not peaceful, is it? And many wars have been fought that have engendered and elicited protest and a call for the end to hostilities. But what we have here is bald regime change, warfare. And Orangey gave the mullahs and their ilk plenty of time to decide whether they wanted to continue their existence. And I know, and we know, and everybody knows that was all just playing for time by Orangey. He had no intentions, short of the mullahs capitulating to everything, to where we agree with everything and we're going to do it. We're going to allow inspectors in and everything. Then he would probably be looked at as something worse than them. At any rate, he knew they weren't going to agree, and even if they do agree, they would be lying. So Orangey knew probably long ago that there was going to be a campaign of destroying the government of Iran. And since the people, by and large, in Iran have been protesting and dying by the tens of thousands for regime change, and Orangey said, I have your back and help is coming, then he was pretty much forced to do what he says. And the people can rest assured that he kept his word. Now, what's going to happen is this. First of all, just as an aside, it wasn't more than a month ago that my kid Benjamin was saying how he wouldn't mind getting not deployed but sent to the Middle East for his clerical duties, religious services. And he was kind of hoping, because it kind of breaks up the monotony of being at El Paso. And I talked to him yesterday, and he's kind of thinking that he's glad that he was never sent over there, in retrospect, because the very outposts and army installations that he was stationed at are under fire, and I'm sure they're doing a very good job of protecting themselves. But that doesn't preclude a few bombs sneaking through and blowing up something in Dubai or Qatar or or the UAE, which are being bombed, because apparently Iran is just lashing out blindly at whatever target is close by or who they may perceive as helping the West. When they play both sides of the field, I mean, Dubai, Oman, all these countries, play both sides. So then they get bombed. But what that's doing is drawing them in to fight against Iran, because if Iran is bombing Dubai, then Dubai is going to want to retaliate. And they're not going to retaliate against the United States. They're going to retaliate against the people that are bombing them. Okay, now, Orangey said, as a means of misdirection, and it's the same way they do politically, is they either underestimate or overestimate what's going to happen. And he's saying it's not going to be as easy as Venezuela, and it's going to be a long and complicated affair to topple this regime. So what happens within less than 24 hours of the initiation of epic fury? What happens? Just like I told Orangey, I don't know if he was listening to me or not, but take out the head of the snake and the rest will wriggle around and writhe and die. So, yeah, the Supreme Leader was killed within 24 hours of the start of the so-called war. And that's a good thing, because you should have done that in World War II. Just try to take out the head guy in 1939 and be done with all this, all that. Everybody else would fall into despair and give up. But it's a different kind of era. It's 80 years later, and wars are done much more expeditiously. You don't have troops, storming the beaches. All right. Now, I think we can safely say that at the rate they're going, 900 bombs. Looks like I'm running out of space again, but I'll end this and make it a short one. 900 bombs in the first day, and I think they're going to keep on going and take out as much of the leadership as they can. And the upcoming leaders that get installed will be killed immediately, and then they'll just not want to be leaders anymore. The aftermath's going to be the problem. The people have to be emboldened. It's not as easy to change from a totalitarian regime to a democratic one. So it was easy the first time when the Shah took off and the people wanted the Islamic regime, and the Islamists got, executed anybody that was in their way. They can't do that this time. They will probably take retribution out on some of the leaders and some of the Revolutionary Guards, but it's not as easy to go back to a democratic type of government. So we're going to have to see what happens. The crowd is going to have to be vetted, and we'll see what happens with the Iranian army. They could go either way. If the army goes against the Revolutionary Guard, then it will be over very quickly. And that will be a good thing. But there will be chaos, and the Middle East is going to be in turmoil for at least the next few weeks. And